Happy Wednesday. Welcome to this special edition of Queen City News at 5. I'm Morgan Francis in the studio.
And I'm Alicia Barnes in Drexel, North Carolina. I am rocking in a rocking chair, sitting on a front porch. If this does not set the stage, I don't know what does. Drexel, North Carolina, it's in between Hickory and Morganton. And about 1,700 people call this beautiful town home. And right now, I'm going to send it over to Queen City hometown storyteller Maureen Wirtz with a little more on why we're doing things a little bit differently here in Drexel.
You may not have heard of this town, but by the end of our show, you're going to know all about Drexel. So I'm walking along Main Street here in Drexel, and you can see there are some empty businesses. But what they lack in business, they make up for in love and passion. So all hour long, stick with us and prepare to fall in love with the people of Drexel.
Oh, welcome to our Queen City Hometown Show. We are live here in Drexel, North Carolina, and the hospitality is on another level. So they gave our Queen City Hometown team this pillow, and this is the zip code of Drexel, North Carolina. So if you see me just sitting in this rocking chair on the front porch enjoying myself, I am just grabbing all my hometown feels right now. But let me take you to the sky so you can be able to see what Drexel looks like from above, and you can be able to see here exactly about 1,700 people call Drexel home. This is what you're looking at here, just kind of a bird's eye view over Drexel, and this is what remains of Drexel furniture. The 15-acre empty lot is right in the heart of town and is now a heartbreaking reminder of what this town was back in its heyday. Oh, Drexel Furniture was headquartered here from 1902 to 2002, and the plant officially closed in 2018, taking with it jobs and opportunities. And since then, the town has struggled to survive. But there's a new sense of purpose and pride here, and so many people want to save Drexel. But what is this town truly about? Well, that's where I want to bring in storyteller Maureen Wirtz right now. Maureen, as we start to highlight the people and the places of this beautiful small town, people really here in Drexel want to fight for Drexel.
Absolutely, Alicia. Even with the empty buildings and vacant lots, there's still a spirit here in Drexel that cannot be dampened, and that spirit is alive right where I'm standing. There's no welcome mat, but the open door, pot of coffee.
Get in deep, people. Deep. Deep as in dogs.
And music drifting through the Drexel barbershop. Come together to create an invitation as open and as unique as the barber shop itself.
Talk about the world, solve all the problems, and get nothing done.
It's less talking and more picking here. This is not an impromptu jam session, but a tradition going back 60 years.
What's the name of that one?
To when Carol Anthony's dad, Lawrence,
The Miles.
opened that door.
So everybody's welcome. He turned nobody away.
Carol's been playing here all his life. Sonny Hensley since '91. But the music really started when Lawrence bought this guitar.
A little thing that he hand wrote that he paid $3 for it.
And took it with him while he served in World War II.
Went overseas and traveled through England, France, Luxembourg, Germany, and Czechoslovakia.
His dad's handwriting,
It's almost gone.
has almost faded entirely. But his last request to Carol is as clear as ever, to keep the music going.
It's tough sometimes. But, what would you do without the barbershop?
All along the walls are those who walk through the front doors of the barbershop.
Can't explain it.
Rarely looking for a haircut, but rather something more necessary than a weekly trim.
It's just really special.
The only sound you don't hear at this place is a closing of a door. Barbershop is such a beautiful place for so many people to go. They've been doing this for 60 years, and the key thing is everyone is welcome. You can come through this door. They do this on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, and this place will be packed with people just wanting to listen to this beautiful music. And Alicia, as we were setting up this live shot, over my shoulder is Lawrence, the man who kind of started everything. And what's so wonderful about this is he told his son, as you heard, to keep the music going, and that music is still going here in Drexel.
Oh, welcome back to our Queen City Hometown Show. I'm Alicia Barnes. I'm live right here in Drexel, North Carolina. I mean, that is the sound. You just can't be in the foothills of Blue Ridge Mountains and not hear bluegrass music, right? Oh, it's just so good. So I want to welcome you into our show. I'm going to take you to the sky so you can be able to see exactly what Drexel looks like from above. And these shots that you're seeing here are piloted by Jenna Pinto, our photojournalist. And this is a look here over the park. So you can be able to see this beautiful mural that's right on the side of the building there. And it was put together by a group of community members who have decided it is time to save Drexel. They're called Grow with Drexel, and their goal is to take this town back to what it once was, a place for families, friends, and community. And I want to bring in our storyteller, Maureen Wertz, right now. And Maureen, when we talk about what this means in terms of growing with Drexel, this is really what it means, and I want you to tell us what's next for Drexel.
Alicia, well, we see this in towns all over the Carolinas. When one big industry leaves, the town starts to slip away. But here in Drexel, even though they have had a difficult past, they are looking forward to the future with gratitude.
A lot of times when you put something into writing, it comes to life.
For the last 2 years, the building at 116 South Main Street in Drexel sat empty, blending in with the other overlooked, overgrown, and forgotten parts of this small North Carolina town. It likely would have stayed that way, but Chef Reuben Booker saw it for what it could be.
Hey, it's not a problem. I'll bring my energy, my personality, my love wherever I go. But Drexel met me with open arms.
The people of Drexel opened their arms.
Don't want it to be too spicy though. Just want it to be a good balance.
And he opened their only restaurant within town limits. He named it Nina's House after his mom.
Her last statements were that she said, you need to be back in the restaurant.
The menu is filled with his recipes and hers. She's the woman who taught him how to appreciate all parts of life.
I'm truly grateful for her. I really am. Because if it had not been for her, excuse me, if it had not been for her, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't.
Well, he's got the chairs and the tables ready for their upcoming dinner service. The walls are empty. There's more decorations to come. But one of the first things he made sure to have was a special spot where everyone could put into writing what they are grateful for.
I didn't know it. I didn't know that I needed Drexel. I knew that I needed a place to go, but when I got here, it was like I was at home.
The interesting thing about gratitude is it doesn't take much. Once you find a small piece of it, it grows and grows into something bigger. And soon, you can find it everywhere.
I love that the first thing that went on the walls in that restaurant was a board dedicated to gratitude. Chef Reuben's food looks amazing. And Alicia, people are so grateful to have him here. And it seems like he took a chance on Drexel, and they are meeting him right where he's at.
Such an amazing story. Oh, I mean, just hearing these stories from Drexel, it really brings the point home. Maureen, thank you so much for your storytelling. I'm going to bring in the mayor of Drexel right now, Mayor Anthony Dennis, and there's so much, I mean, just to pick up from where Maureen just left off, of the history of Drexel and kind of where we go from here. So Grow with Drexel is kind of the hashtag that I know people use around here. What does that mean for you?
Well, it's an organization that is probably like just a little bit over a year old. They have come in and asked us as a town to help them, or they're here to help us take care of the town and bring it back, bring things back to the town. It's been a great partnership with them. We've co-sponsored some events. We had a concert, bluegrass concert downtown with vendors and everything, and we've had a karaoke night down there, and we're having another karaoke night. And in November, we are getting to get together with them in churches, and we're going to have what is called a one table.
Okay.
And what it is, we're going to shut off Main Street and put a table down through there, and anybody, homeless people, anybody in Burke County that does not get a meal that day, they will we will be serving. It won't cost them anything. They just show up and sit down at the table, and we serve them and eat them.
And you really feel that energy and that spirit of growth here, even with us being here on the front porch rocking in these rocking chairs. People from the town have come by just to be able to say hi. And one of the things I want to highlight is the mural that we showed our viewers is such a big part. It came here a couple months ago, brand new, and it really talks about the history and shows the history. You see the Ferris wheel. Tell me a little bit about the mural from your words.
Well, the mural is a history of Drexel. It has the Ferris wheel, which represents the fair of Drexel. It has a water tower, which is a part of the Drexel plant. It also shows the railroad. We have the railroad track. That's a big part. And it's just a history of what's going on in Drexel. And it was done by a local artist.
Okay.
And it was, a matter of fact, it's not been there but since June.
Right, June of this year.
Yeah, June of this year.
I do have to get this in. So as one of the treats here for our Queen City News team, somebody her name is Zoe, a little girl named Zoe, who happens to be out here. She's on the other side of the camera. And she was drawing the mural. And somebody saw that she was drawing the mural. And so they took that drawing and they put it on a T-shirt. And that just kind of really talks about the spirit of what we see here in Drexel when you see these kinds of the images and how that mural has touched so many people's lives here in Drexel.
Just in a short time.
Just in a short time. We do have to highlight, though, for some people who do know about Drexel, or the 20,000 people who come here every year for the Drexel Fair.
Yes.
And I was surprised to learn how many people, you said in a week's time. The interesting thing with the Drexel Fair is it's free.
Yes, it's the only, as far as we know, it's the only free agricultural fair in North Carolina. Free admission to get into the fair.
For a whole week, and this happens the later part of August?
Mid to late August is when it happens.
Yeah.
So,
So now that you see this spirit and this energy kind of, it's reunited or reignited, I should say, here in the community, how does it make you feel as mayor?
Oh, it makes me feel great. It makes me feel wonderful. I feel like I'm in this seat in the right time. You know, like I say, the Drexel furniture went away, but here towards the end of the year, we are getting the process. We are close to grading the site and getting some new industries to come in. We're in the process of doing that now, and we hope to have the ground leveled and a cement platform down, and because we have a few places that is interested in Drexel, to have that. So that's a 100-acre site, and that's a big heart. That's the heart of Drexel.
Yeah,
it goes, we go.
And that's just a great way to be able to wrap it up. Mayor Anthony Dennis, we appreciate the heart of Drexel. Oh, welcome back to our Queen City Hometown Show. As we bring in storyteller Maureen Wertz. Maureen, I could just sit here in my rocking chair and just rock to that bluegrass music. It sounds so good. But you really think about that here, the love and the joy the people of Drexel has really brought to our hometown show.
Alicia, that love is contagious here, and even though they have work to do and room to grow, there are people here in Drexel who see this town for all that it could be.
Thank you, Lord. Praise God, praise God, praise God. Thank you, Lord.
The path isn't smooth.
Right here. Yeah.
The parking lot usually empty.
In Christ. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, Lord.
But this view is exactly what Will Perkins came here for.
To me, I see that the Lord is showing me that He is bigger than the mountain. He made the mountain. He's bigger than any problem we could ever have.
A few Bible verses and a prayer.
That's it. Yeah.
And then he's off, traveling down every sidewalk and every street in Drexel, North Carolina.
I'll cruise up there now.
To many around town.
Well, I'm blessed, and highly favored. Yeah.
He's known as Mr. Will.
Yeah.
Never has a bad word to say about anything or anyone.
There's his daily visits with Barry Johnson at the post office.
Fine, you all right? You do, that's all right. Thank God I'm out. Yeah.
A stop at his favorite spot in the park.
One little thing there, right?
Wherever he goes, he's happy.
There's love shown here.
Love?
It is.
About 41 years ago, he was in a car accident.
Because I came out of a coma 3 weeks later. I'm not gonna move with my eyes. That's all. But now.
Mr. Will calls his chair his hot rod and lazy boy.
They're always back and sleep if I want to. I let it back down and take off.
And there he goes again, putting in miles and smiles on the faces of those who catch him passing by. Though he's all over the place, he is far from aimless. He knows where he needs to go.
I don't.
I did.
I did.
For more than 30 years, he's been volunteering at Drexel Elementary.
Hey, I got an idea.
The answer.
If he had to guess,
I get on my bike.
maybe hundreds, likely thousands of students have come up next to him
One more time, buddy. Let's see what there. Keep down low a little bit.
in practice reading all those words.
But the smaller one
But a smaller one
collapsed.
fell out.
Small, big, and a little made up.
They come and give me hugs. Let me make my day.
Moving from kid to kid, one thing becomes clear. Everyone is drawn to Mr. Will.
He always notices you, and he makes that connection. So whether you're a child or a staff member, he just makes everybody feel special.
You can't get much better than William.
Whether it's a few feet between tables or several blocks down the road, there's no telling how many miles he's put on his wheels.
I got more peace and joy now than I can't describe it.
While he says he gets peace and joy,
Mr. Will.
the town wanted to give something to him, a street named after Mr. Will.
They took the rag off the picture, and there my name was. I said, well, here's your street.
His path hasn't been smooth, but he's always had direction,
All right.
happily guiding many down the road towards joy.
Mr. Will is everywhere in town, and he sees everything through that lens of love and joy. And Alicia, after being here in Drexel, I feel like we can all kind of take that with us as we leave and look through life through the lens of love and joy and learn from Mr. Will.
Well, we hope that you enjoyed our Queen City Hometown show from Drexel, North Carolina. I'm here with my new friend Zoe, who is responsible for this t-shirt. Maureen, as I bring you in, we want to know, where are we headed next week?
First of all, tell Zoe I love the t-shirt. That is so sweet, and it kind of speaks to what Drexel is all about, which is amazing. But next week we are heading to, I should have the band do the drum roll, Clover, South Carolina. We've got some amazing stories there. And Morgan, I hope that you all at home have really seen what the spirit of Drexel is, and that this town is definitely saving, and I can't wait for us to cheer them on as they continue to grow.
Oh, they're all so sweet. Zoe, the band, the mayor, Mr. Will. I loved every minute of this show. Alicia, Maureen, thank you so much. And of course, we are approaching our halfway mark. Can you believe it? Join us live for Queen City Hometown, live in our 5 p.m. newscast all this fall. And of course, thank you so much for joining us here at 5.